Hi there, I'm Dale Mathis coming to you from my home studio in Sun City, Arizona. And today I'm going to do a workshop. Yes, you don't have to travel 100 or 1,000 miles to attend this workshop because it's going to be right in the comfort of your own home. And you don't have to pay $200 or $800 to attend this workshop, and you don't have to pay for a hotel bill because it's all going to be right there for you. And this workshop is for 8X owners. I've been getting a lot of calls about how do I build my own personal performance bank, user program bank. So this is of course working from a one camera perspective. I don't have 3 cameras and an editor and all that stuff. So it's going to be verbal instructions on how to do this. But first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to use the example of you are going to say you're going to do a performance at a senior center and you have your songs all in mind of what you want to do, and rather than having to jump all over the accordion and look for different sounds, you want to create your own bank of these sounds and everything will be all in order and ready to go. So of course this takes some homework, but once you've got this saved, you can repeat this performance over and over and over. So if you play at 12 different senior centers and you basically want to play the same program at all 12, you've got all your registrations all set and ready to go. Okay, so all of this work can be done right within the accordion, and the thing that you're going to need is a notebook, piece of paper, because you got to write down the instructions as you go, because you're sure to forget where you are. Okay, so in this illustration today, I'm going to set up a new user program bank, and I'm going to program the registrations that I want for 3 songs, The Entertainer, You Are My Sunshine, and Your Cheating Heart. Okay, so here's how we're going to start this. The first thing that you have to do is go through your accordion and find an empty user program bank. So I'm going to turn this accordion on, and I happen to know that bank 37 in this accordion, the user bank, is empty. So that's where I'm going to save everything. So the first number 1 instruction, number 1, is write down bank 37, because that's where everything's going to get saved. Alright, and so the next thing that we're going to do is I want to play The Entertainer, so I looked for a sound that I want to use for The Entertainer, and of course you are going to look for a sound that you want to use for your first song. And so for me, let's see, what did I say here? In bank 4, so I'm going to go to User Program Bank and turn that on and look at my screen here, and of course it says bank 1, number 1 brassy, and I'm going to then push the jump function to get to register number 4. So push and hold the down arrow, just hold it, and in the screen it says jump to use a program, and so I'm going to input that I want to go to bank 4, so I just hit register 4, and then it asks me what number do I want, and the one that I want is register number 10, and so I'm going to hit 110, so big stretch of the hand, 110. And that gave me the synth bell sustain, and so the sound is this, and so The Entertainer, so that's the registration that I want to use to start off my program. So now I want to save that to my new bank. So how I'm going to do it, let's see, will that work with the user program light on? I'm not sure. We're going to find this out. So I'm going to push and hold menu right. Okay, it does not work. So here's something that could have been a shortfall for you or a problem for you. You have to turn off the user program. And now I've made a note in my notebook here. First song, Entertainer, it's bank 4, number 10, and then I wrote the word 2, T-O, and it's going to be bank 37, register 1, Entertainer. So I'm back at my home screen again, and now I'm going to push and hold the menu right button, and in my screen it says press to right to proceed, and it says system, and I don't want system in yellow. I'm going to use the knob, turn it not to set, which is the next setting, turn it one more time to use a program, and then I'm just going to tap the menu right button, and right now it's saying bank 4, number 10. Well, I don't want it saved there. The bank 4 is in yellow, so here again is where your notebook is going to be handy. I'm going to save it to bank 37, so I use the knob to turn to 37. There we go, and now you push in the knob, and it's saying bank number, or register number 10. Well, I don't want that, I want register number 1, okay? And now just tap the use menu right button again, and it gives me, it says the former name of the setting, it says synth bell sustain. Well, at this point I could name that song so that I knew exactly what I was doing. So I guess we'll take the time here to do this. So I don't want it to say synth bell sustain. I want to actually name that, and in the owner's manual it's going to go over how to do this too, because this, I'm going to go through this kind of quickly, but the process is to turn the knob to get to the end of the old words, and then push the knob in, and now I've got this QWERTY keyboard, and I'm going to go to a back arrow, and I'm going to back out all of those old sounds, and now I'm going to go to, what do I want to call this? Entertainer. So use the knob to move around on this keyboard. And oh, here's a shortcut. It comes as small case letters. If you push the up arrow button, it goes to large, to big case capitals. So I'm going to call it Entertainer, so E. And then turn the knob to N, and then turn the knob till you get to T, E, R, enter, T, A, I, M, E, R. There we go. I've got Entertainer, and now I just tap the menu right button again, and now I can check my work to see how things are going, if everything worked. So I'm going to turn on use a program, and I'm going to jump up to my new bank 37 register number 1. So I'm going to do that with the quick because it's still on the old bank 4 register 10, so I'm just going to press that down and go to bank 37, which is done again with the quick fingers, boink, boink, 37, register number 1, and it says Entertainer. Very good. And the rest of it, as I scroll through, is all empty. And I'm going to highlight that and just check it. Okay, so the first one is done. Now the next one I want to play is You Are My Sunshine, and I've already determined that the registration that I want is the master registration, so it is in number 1, bank number 1, register number 8. So I'm going to use the quick jump again to get back down to that old setting. So hold that, bank 1, register 8. and You Are My Sunshine. It gives me the master. Okay, and you know, I'm only using one register for all of these settings. You have the option, of course, of using the palm bar within a register. Let's see if there's anything on that. Ah, see, I've got saxophones on it. So I could go back and forth, but anyhow, that's the register I want to use for You Are My Sunshine. So again, we just repeat the process. So turn off user program and push and hold the menu right button. And this time it does come up to user program. I'm going to tap it again. And it says press to proceed. Well, I don't want to save it to bank 1 register number 8, which is where I found it. I'm creating this new bank, so I'm going to go to bank 37 register 2. So you have to use the knob to turn up to bank 37, and then push the knob in to get to bank or number 2, and then just tap the menu right button, and again it gives me that old name, master. Well, I'm going to, just so I even know my program, I'm just going to call it Sunshine. So again, same process. Turn the knob to get to the end of the green screen, and the cursor is what you're getting to the end of the screen. And then push the knob in, and now go to the back arrow and back that out. And now, what did I say? I'm going to call it Sunshine. Alright, so I'm going to use the up arrow to get to the big letters, capital letters, and move my cursor around here. So S, and let's change the rest of the letters. That was a big S, a capital S, and just push that top button again so I go to small letters. And so Sunshine is spelled S-U-N S-H-I-N-E. So there I have Sunshine, and just push in menu right. Done. And now I can either trust that it's there and move on to the next one, or I can go check it. I'm just going to trust that it's there. I've done this more than 1,000 times creating new banks. So, all right, so here we go. So the next song in my repertoire that I'm going to have for this senior performance is Your Cheating Heart. And I've already written it down that I'm going to go from, pick up the sound, the piano sound I want from bank 1, register 12. So turn on user program, and as it happens, it's already at bank 1. So I'm just going to go to register 12. That'll be good. You know, and what I'd like to do, this particular one doesn't have the drum sounds on, so I'm going to modify it by hitting on the drum button. Very good, that's the sound that I want. And so let's save that now. So again, this is repeat the whole process. So turn off user program and push the menu right button, and it says press right to proceed, and then it says user program, so I'm in the correct place because I am saving a user program. So just press right again, and now it says press right to proceed, and it says bank 1 number 12. No, we don't want it there. We want it in bank 37, register number 3. So first I turn the knob to bank 37, and then push in the knob, and number 3 and then just tap the menu right button. And now, instead of saying piano in the register, I'm going to turn the knob so the cursor is in the green area to the right, and then push the knob in. Now I'm going to go in the QWERTY keyboard and QWERTY, and go to the backspace and back everything out. And now I'm going to call it cheating. Okay, so let's get a capital C and go C, and then to small letters C. Do you have to back up to see the keyboard? or put your glasses on anyhow. Many years ago, I had eye surgery. This was 30 years ago, and they installed artificial lenses. So my focal point is right about here where I can read perfectly. And so if I back up, I can see the text perfectly. So cheating, I'm spelling C-H-E-A-T. Oops, put it going right here. C-I-M-M-G. Cheating. And then tap the menu right button. Done. Okay, so of course, if you've got 12 songs that you're going to play for your program, then you need to keep doing this until you've got 12, or if you've got 14, you have to program the whole thing. If you've got 20 songs, well then you have to have an additional bank where you can go over. So now we're just going to do a quick, so let's go to use a program. This is the big day of my senior performance, senior center performance, so I'm going to go to bank 37. So push quick jump and hit 3-7 and song number 1, and I'm all set. And so we start off with the entertainer. And if I hit the master bar, so I've got, that was already in my original setting, so it's still there. And all right, applause, 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 and now let's do a sing-along. You Are My Sunshine is all I have to do is hit register number 2. You are my sunshine, oh sunshine, you make me happy, the skies are gray. Okay, applause, 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 everybody's having a good time. Now let's hit register number 3 and do your cheating hard. Oh, there you go. All right. So I hope this wasn't too complicated. I'm going to put a few graphics in as we go along here, but I think this will be helpful for a lot of folks who are out there entertaining and you want to create your own user program banks. You don't even have to be out there entertaining. You just want to find, you know, like in the Dale Mathis program, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of orchestrations, and you know, you're not going to like all of them, but you may want a group of your own personal favorites, so this is the way to do it. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like your own Roland FR8X, we do have them in stock at Crown Music, Sun City, Arizona. Here is my phone number. You can call me to order an instrument, or you can call the store number. We'll put that one in here if you want to order an instrument. And thank you for subscribing to my channel, and we'll see you again next time.